Hey friends, Doug here at Caudill Coin and Currency, and today we're going to be talking about how we evaluate and appraise a collection. Now, two sisters that I actually went to school with brought in a collection that they inherited from their grandmother, and then it was passed down to their father, and now it's theirs. And they're not interested in selling it right now. They just want to get it organized and see what they have and kind of get an evaluation of it as well. So let's get started. Hey friends, I want to ask you to stay around to the end of the video and find out how you can win this beautiful 1988 American Silver Eagle 1 ounce silver piece. So stay tuned to the end, find out how you can win this coin. Okay, this is the way the collection was brought in. They had it in a nice heavy duty box here. So I've got the inside boxes opened up for you a little bit so we can get a first glimpse at it. I'm already seeing some really nice stuff here. You see that Carson City. Got some coins in rolls and notebooks, and we even have some paper currency over here. That looks like a horse blanket note. So really looking forward to diving into this collection and seeing what's all in here. Okay, so as you can see, we've gotten started doing some of the initial kind of organizing. We've got the cents up here, nickels, quarters, we've got dimes, halves, and then some dollars over here, and got some of the little sets. They're kind of over here, and of course paper currency up here. So now what we'll do is we're going to start moving into the little 2x2 boxes, and then of course over into the folders over here. Okay, moving on to the quarters. Again, we're in the Whitman folders here, and this one is, you see, this is a, let's check and see, this is the lowest mintage right here, this 32D, and yes it is. It is a D mint mark on this 1932. So that's the prize, but you'll also see, luckily, this coin is not being damaged from the paper as it is these others that you can see here, especially around the rims right there. Boy, it's really deteriorating. So, but this is the key date in the Washington quarters. Okay, now we're going to move into the dimes part of it, and this is a Mercury dime collection here. Doesn't have the biggie here, the 1916D, but it's got a lot of the other ones, especially when we get up into the 40s. It's got those, but it's yeah, the paper's kind of deteriorating these as well. But nice set. This is a lot of folks have these, and but yeah, it's a good set. So we've got everything organized now, and so we're ready to start assigning some values and kind of breaking them out into the different categories. So we're going to start with the paper currency first, and to assign values, we're using two different sources here, the United States Paper Money Guide, and then there's some Civil War and Confederate currency. So we're going to be using this book here to assign some values. So the process like this one, you see we've got a lot of several of the large notes, and obviously ones like this that are in pretty poor condition, we'll value them differently than obviously this one that's these that are kind of nice and still have some crispness to them, still have some folds in them, but still fairly crisp. So we'll be assigning two different values to these. So now we've finished with the paper currency, and as you can see, we've put everything in plastic covers to help protect the notes, and we've also, if you'll see here up in the upper left, we've got lot numbers for each one, so they're organized by denomination and by grade. And we've also started, let's see if you can see it up here, yeah, this is our spreadsheet. So we've got a spreadsheet, the corresponding numbers from each of the note goes up on the spreadsheet, and of course then we have the values. So now we're ready to start with the coins. Well, now we've moved into the coins, and the first ones we did are the half dollars, and this collection has a little bit of everything. You see it's got the Barber halves, Walking Liberty, just a few of those, Franklin halves, 1964 Kennedy halves, and then the 40% halves from 65 through 69. Also included was this 1859 O Seated Liberty $50. As you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, she bought this June 2nd, 1959 for $2.50. But you see this paper, you can see it's kind of damaging the coin. See how it's got it kind of I don't know what you would call it, not toning, but it's just kind of, well, it's just damaging the coin. So we're going to keep these together. We're going to protect this with a Mylar wrap. And you see this 1892 Colombian $50 she bought May 29th, 1958 for a whopping $2.45. See, it was in plastic, so see, it's still in pretty good shape for it. So we're gonna protect both of those, protect all these, and as well for these $50. You see the papers kind of deteriorating these coins as well. So we're going to pop these out. We're going to keep the folder and return it to the customer. We're going to put these in these little tubes here to help keep the damage to a minimum. That's already started on these. So I wanted to show you where we are so far. We've gotten through the quarters and the $50, and in the quarters we did find this, if we can zoom in on that, a 1932D Washington quarter. That's a primo one right there. That's a nice one. We also went through and as you showed, we found $5 gold piece, a couple of $10 gold pieces here, and it's pretty neat. This one was bought, the notes on here, see if you can see, it was bought in July 1964 for $37.50. I would say it may have appreciated in value a little bit on that. So a couple of those. We even found a Austrian Dukar. So that's a neat coin. And we also, this $20 St. Gaudens, it was in a necklace pendant. And not sure if we can see here, you may be able to see in there, yeah, you can a little bit. The corrosion that was already started there, and it's actually kind of working on the rim here a little bit of the coin. So we removed it from the necklace pendant, and we've got them protected. We're going to put them in plastic and get those taken care of. So keep these out separate. So one of the things we do when we're checking, reviewing a collection is the higher value items we will put on our Sigma to test the metals, whether it's gold or silver, and also weigh them. So we've got our Sigma running here for gold. We're doing these gold coins, and we'll check that guy. So the 0 is right in the middle of the bracket, so that's good. And then we weigh it, 33.4 grams, right on the money. And now this $10 piece. So let's see it. Whoop, it's a little out. Let's check it. Turn it over. Okay, there we go. When we turn it over, goes in between the brackets, so it's in good shape. And 16.69, right at 16.7. So that one's perfect as well. Let's check this other $10 piece. Well, got to turn it over sometimes. Well. All right, well that one's just a shade out. You know what, there we go. I just get it, well, it's right on the thing. We'll test it with the wand. Sometimes the wand's a little more accurate. That one's pretty close. All right, then we'll check the weight of it, 1.67. That one looks good as well. And then finally we'll do this $5 piece. And it's right on the money. And 8.1, 8.2, so it's within tolerance, so it's in good shape as well. So that's how we test higher value items and make sure we're not getting anything out that's counterfeit or not proper. Okay, that $10 piece that we looked at earlier that was just outside, we've attached the little wand to the Sigma, and sometimes it's a little more accurate. We got it set for there, and so when we put it on, comes in right in the money. So just wanted to show you how we do that as well. So it's just a different way of testing with the Sigma as well. All right, an update on where we are. We just finished up the dimes, got some rolls of common date Mercury and Roosevelt dimes, a few Barber common date, but we did find some nice 1877 Carson City dime, so that's neat. And also, look at these beauties. 1860, hopefully it'll focus on that. 1860 seated Liberty dime, and also an 1861 seated Liberty. And these guys, they look almost uncirculated. So they're that's a nice little find there. So all right, now it's off to the nickels. The nickels really didn't have a lot. There's a few war nickels, common date Buffalo nickels, Jefferson nickels, just nothing real exciting, real valuable in that set. But now we've moved on to the cents. Got a couple of large cents here. We'll check those out. This is a good bit of Indian cents here. Then we move into the Lincoln cents. A lot of there is some memorials in here, but most of them appear to be the uncirculated Lincoln Memorial. Of course, the wheat cents. So here's a box of items that I found, this little 2x2 box found that you don't often see in a lot of collections, and that is, see right there, mint set. So you see we've got several of those, the 54 PD and S, which are, they're a little more valuable than some of these other. All these certainly have value, but pretty neat piece there. So let's, and they're in these envelopes and in this kind of like a tissue paper, and you can see, hopefully you can see there, yeah, that penny. We'll handle these gently. That cent is not in the best shape. The nickel, you can see it's got some tarnish on it, and the quarter and the dime. Let's see if you can see those a little better. Yeah, there we go. But you see they're definitely beautiful coins, but the moisture has appeared that this area was set in is kind of tarnishing them. That cent is not looking too well. The half, let's see if we can get it. There you go. You can see it showing some sign of corrosion or toning, whatever you want to call it. So as well as the quarter and the dime, especially around the edges here, as you can see on the dime. So what I'm going to recommend for the owner of these is to protect them. Keep certainly the original packaging, but possibly put them in some type of plastic holder to keep them from being damaged anymore. All right, well, we've got the silver dollars laid out here, and we've got good news and bad news. So let's start with the good news first. The first is the good news, and we did find two of these GSA, their General Services Administration, GSA uncirculated Carson City silver dollars in 1882, 1883, original packaging, still in wonderful shape. So that's the good news. Also found a trade dollar. It's got a little damage right there. I don't know if you can see it very well or not. Got a little damage, but it's an 1874 trade dollar. You don't see those a lot of times in collections, but that's a nice piece. It was in PVC, so we're going to protect it a little better in Mylar. Got some Susan B. Anthony's, some Ike dollars. Looks like a selection of, these are common date piece dollars, common date Morgans, some 1921 Morgans. Now to the bad news. All right, so in here, this is a piece dollar collection, and you open it up. First off, it's not too bad, but when you look back here and how the chemicals have reacted in the paper to this is key date right here, this 1927. See how it's damaging this face of it. I'm curious, we're going to take them out. And this 1935, another key date here, and boy, it's really, that paper's really worked on the surface of these coins here. Well, we're coming down the home stretch here. We're just down to the foreign currency. So here's some 1 penny pieces from UK. And some different things. Most of these are bronze or some kind of alloy, and even some of these may even be aluminum, it feels like. But there are some silver pieces. Here's some, these are from Austria, some 25 shillings, and depending, let's see if we can get up there, yeah. Depending on the year, is how much silver content is in them. So we're going to check those out, get a good value on those. These, I'm not sure on these. Some of these have silver, don't. This is a 6 pence. It does have, I'm pretty sure it has silver. We're going to check these 10 centavos out, see if they've got any silver content in those, as well as these 5-cent pieces from the late 1800s from the UK. So we're going to check those out. I'm almost positive they have silver content as well. But I have already checked these. This is a 1940 peso from Mexico, and it's in beautiful shape. Look at that. It has 72% silver content in it. Here's a 1933 China piece, and it's a 90% piece on it. So it's a beautiful coin. Look at the luster on it as well. And then I think it's reals, I'm not sure how to speak that. So it's 1892 Mexico, and it's 90% silver as well, just like the US currency. So all right, we'll check this out and start wrapping things up. Well, I promised you the opportunity to win this 1988 Silver Eagle. You can see it there. It's beautiful. 1988. That was a wonderful year. That was the year Angela agreed to marry me. So that was a good thing for me, definitely. So you've seen everything, most everything in the collection. And so to win this, if you will email me your best estimate on what the total value of this collection is, if you'll email that to me, and the person closest to that amount will win this Silver Eagle. But you have to act quickly. It's only through July 31st, 2022. So July 31st, 2022 to get those in. If you'll email them to caudlecoin@gmail.com. So that's CAUDLE coin@gmail.com. Okay, well, it's time to get back to work. So keep collecting. See you soon.